Hi, Justin Moore, General Manager of George Moore Chevrolet, with Bruce Floyd. Bruce, what brings you in?
Man, I came in to pick up the check because I won your contest.
Yes.
Designing the logo for you guys.
It's excellent. How'd you think of it?
Pardon?
How'd you think of it?
Well, I'm a designer by trade with the Fisher Agency, Design and Advertising. And I was thinking it needs to be a logo that exemplifies your color choice, I guess you'd say. I've always loved the bow tie. I wanted that in there. But I didn't want it too busy because it should always go along with the other busier Corvette logos and Camaro logos and things like that. So I wanted it to stand alone, but be very complimentary at the same time.
Yeah, it's very clean. I like it.
Clean's a good word for it.
When did you start designing?
I actually started designing when I was in 7th grade, when I was supposed to be in band, and they mixed up my schedule, and they put me in art. And my dad, I didn't tell my dad for 6 weeks because he wanted me in band, but that just was the turning point. And I fell into art. I was drawing all the time. All of my notes in school had scribblings and sketches all down the sides, you know. And so then I went into high school, and then I went to college for it, and I've been designing, for quite a while now.
How has the business changed over the years?
The business has changed quite a bit. So I've been doing it quite a while, and I was classically trained, and so we did everything on a drawing table with a T-square and triangles and X-Acto knives and all this stuff. And then the computer came along, and we had the chance or choice to either get on the computer or go and start selling insurance. And I had half my buddies went to sell insurance, and I got on the computer. And that's really when it really changed a lot. So I've embraced that, and now I design almost everything's on the computer, but ideas start out on paper with a pencil and paper, and then they go into something else.
So you work at Fisher
Agency.
Fisher Agency. How many designers are there?
We've probably got, we're working more remotely these days. COVID kind of changed the business too, like everything else, you know. And so we've probably got, we've probably got about 10 designers there. And some work remotely, some work there at the office, or we'll go into the office for, have a conference with a new client or something like that. And everything is switching more towards digital is the buzzword, and they're just really loving the way that's going.
Is there a lot of collaboration?
Yes, we have a lot of collaboration at the office. Even in the remote setting, we pass things around via PDFs and things like that. So when somebody comes to us for a logo, let's say, the designer is assigned that job. They work up a number of sketches and designs and things like that, and then they pass them around to all the other designers. And then we're just merciless on them. We go, oh my gosh, that's terrible, that's wonderful, whatever.
Well, and then is it like a diverse group of ages that are designers?
Yes,
okay.
Yes. We have some newer, younger designers, and then I've been doing this for a while, but I figure I'm going to do it as long as I can be relevant, and I just love what I do, and so it's kind of, and it's a gas,
Well, so where may people see your work?
They can actually go to our website, Fisher Agency, and underneath the portfolio, you can look at our logos and our websites and our presentations and things like that. And it's a lot of good stuff to see.
Do you have any personal favorites you've done?
Oh, yes.
Other than ours?
Other than yours, yeah. I got a couple. So one of the really fun ones was back in the 80s. A friend of mine started the Douglas Anderson School of the Arts.
Yeah.
And he called me up and he says, hey, Bruce, I got some good news and some bad news. I said, what's that? He said, well, we're starting this new school and we need a logo. I said, well, that's cool. So what's the bad news? He said, we haven't got any money. So I did it pro bono, and this is back in the 80s, and I did the first logo for them, and it had ARTS, and the arts were in each one of the letters. And little did I know.
I've seen that.
You've seen that around town, a bunch. And they have tour jackets and decals and stuff like that.
So you've been in Jacksonville a long time.
I have. Came in 1972.
Okay.
And love the city, and there's always something to do here. People that think there's nothing to do just aren't paying attention.
Yeah, I would agree with that. What brought you to Jacksonville?
I actually came to Jacksonville to teach school, and I was an art teacher at University Christian School for 4 years. I taught 7th to 12th graders, and enjoyed it immensely, but my heart was in design. And so after I'd done that for the 4 years, then I started working in graphic design, and that just kind of took off, and it's really been my focus, since then.
What are some of your favorite things you've seen in this city over your time here?
Oh my goodness. Well, the Jaguars, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't think anything changed the city as much as the Jaguars did, because it kind of upped our.
You are now officially a major
Yes.
metropolitan area.
That's what it seems
Yeah.
like. And so I feel like that's a really good thing. And I've loved what they've done downtown with the ballpark and the things like that, And it's kind of fun when we have friends come in from out of town, and I'll take them around a little bit, and they go, man, I didn't know Jacksonville was like this, So I've really enjoyed a lot of those things, and I've always loved to, drive out to the beach. And we also love how close St. Augustine is.
Yeah.
Because, in an hour, we go down there for dinner.
Well, you can probably find plenty of inspiration walking
Oh
around
my gosh, a lot of it. And that's kind of what I'm looking for most of the time, is something that just kind of piques my interest. And it may not come out today, but it comes out in the logo 3 weeks from today.
I appreciate you coming out and talking to us. You're natural.
Good, come here. Well, appreciate that. I'm a car guy at heart, and my son is also one of those. And it doesn't get much better than this fleet of vets right here. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you. Yeah, we try hard. We try
You
hard.
do a good job.
But yeah, thank you. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice meeting you, Justin.